Okay, this is going to be probably a bigger undertaking than I originally thought. On with the random comic books. Pretty cool Doctor Strange here. This was actually one of the very first comic books that I ever got. Not this particular thing that I'm holding right now, but I remember being a little kid and older relatives buying me comics, and in some cases, or I should say, originally, I wasn't even old enough to read them, so I would just like kind of look at the pictures and stuff. But this is like one of the very first comics that I can remember having. Snarf. An underground comic from, I think this is from the early 80s. No, late 80s. From 1989. Just kind of like underground anthology type stuff, Just weirdness. I probably shouldn't have shown that picture. Wackiness, that type of thing. So, Jim Steranko reprints Nick Fury, Agent O Shield. What else here? Oh, where the hell is it? 4, 5. I have issue 5 around here somewhere. They're out of order, but this is Storm Watch. This is the first appearance of Midnighter and Apollo. Yeah, they basically start off as kind of parodies of like Batman and Superman, and Over the Authority comic. If you ever read that, they became pretty popular or whatever. And I guess they're going to be in Storm Watch from the new DC Super 2 or Super 2. 52, so that's their first appearance. I have issue 5 here, it's just not in order right now. More Saber. What do you got here? Excalibur number 3, then number 42. Oh, here. Some Howard the Ducks. John Byrne, FF. First Rocket Raccoon. I might try to hunt down the rest of the series. It was written by, I guess Rocket Raccoon was originally a spin-off of the Incredible Hulk from back in the day, and it was written by Bill Mantlo, but the art is by Mike Mignola, the creator of Hellboy, so it's kind of interesting. Oh, this is kind of fun. Giant size Nick Fury. This does not have Jim Steranko art, though. This is reprints of Jack Kirby art from Savage Tales, from Strange Tales #1. Captain Marvel. Some nice Gil Kane art. I got this for, it says $2 here, but this is just because it's a leftover bag. I actually got this for a quarter, and I'm sure it's because you might not be able to make it out. But if you look closely, somebody's drawn on it with a pen. There's a few pen markings or whatever, so that's why, it's so cheap, I'm sure. What do I got here? Doc Savage #1 with Kubert art, Joe and Andy Kubert. Oh, wait a minute. Is it Joe and Andy? Oh, no. It's Adam and Andy. But nice Kubert art, if nothing else. What else is interesting in here? Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Desperate Times. These are indie comics by the guy that did the Franklin Richards miniseries. Here's another one. Oh. Here's some alternative comics. Oh! Well, I'll show it to you in a minute. But here's some kind of underground, kind of indie, alternative type comics. Too Much Coffee Man. Jim Malfouz. I'm sure this guy has done like work for Marvel as well. There's some weird things. Caffeine. Unifer. Cud. Let's see here. There's the Moon Knight Revival series. David Finch art, really good comic right there. Billing shit. Whatever. Star-Lord Special Edition. This is basically a color reprint of black and white science fiction magazine. Oh, here. Maybe I can show you what I was talking about earlier. Here we go. Here he is with his... Well, that's a bad picture. I'm trying to show you how his hair has changed color, you know? Here he is with his mask off. This is a better picture. Here he is. He's kind of... hope you can make it out through the glare. His hair is all brown and stuff, you know? Anyway, I just thought that was interesting. These are some X-Men. These are newer comics, so that's not interesting. Oh, War Heroes. Mark Millar series. What did he do? Like 3 of them, and then the series ended. Guess he's too busy making movie deals. Wildcats #1. This was the revival of this comic by Grant Morrison and Jim Lee, and they only did 1 issue. That was really disappointed because lots of real interesting things were set up in this particular issue, and I guess people's schedules started conflicting and that sort of thing, so it never got, they never went beyond this, but I really would have loved to see where they would have gone with this series if they kept it going. Let's see here. Oh, another Stormwatch. What is it? What are these? Oh, Spider-Woman Origin miniseries. Immortal Iron Fist. Let me put that over there. Maybe we talk about that later. What do you got here? Oh, here's some random issues of, what the fuck is this? Piece of paper. Some Deadpools from the 90s. Comic Wizard. What else I got here? Some X-Men comics. Those are boring. Let's see here. What's here? Oh, for some weird reason, I still was able to hang on to my Love and Rockets comics, or most of them anyway. Here is, I might replace this or I might not, but this is the first trade that reprints the first 2 self-published issues of Love and Rockets. And I had 1, I got number 2. If you find these now, these just say, what does this just say? It just says book 1 on it, but if you find it more recently, it'll say Love and Rockets Music for Mechanics or whatever, so whatever. And here are, these are like some of the actual magazine size issues, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Well, I can't show you them all. Oh, but let's see here. This, let's see if I can find it here really quickly. This is my favorite cover. Kind of looks like they're taking a little snapshot here. But this is my next favorite. Kick out the jams. What I got here? Some more underground type stuff. Harvey P. Carr, American Splendor. Really big thick trade here. Published by Doubleday. Oh, it's Robert Crumb. Very politically incorrect, but also pretty entertaining. What else? Those are more Love and Rockets, I think. Yeah. I got this here. I have no idea. I can't remember exactly how I came across it. But this is a weird. Well, it's not weird, but it's a graphic novel by I can't even pronounce this guy's name, Bale. But I remember coming across this art in like heavy metal magazines, so that's why I ended up getting this. What else I got here? Oh, here. Cud #1, or not #1, number 3. This was kind of an alternative comic that was published by Fantagraphics back in the early 90s. For like about 5 minutes back in the day, I tried to I tried to be an artist or whatever, and I was going to do these indie comics or whatever. And I got some of them kind of printed up and stuff and tried to do stuff with them. I actually did submit something to Fantagraphics, and they basically sent me a rejection letter or whatever. I want to bring this up, though, because I did send stuff to Terry LeBan, you know, just to see what he thought. Terry LeBan used to live in Chicago, and he actually did give me a shout out here. So, where he says, let's see here, blah, 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 blah. Big, thick batch of carefully written and well-drawn stories. Actually, not that well-drawn. Mostly about angsty, big city slacker types who drink. It's pretty raw, but he's got something. Get his stuff now, and you can say you knew him when, and then it has the address of where you could order stuff and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, there's that. What's here? What's that? Some new spirits. What is this? Oh, here's some of my criminals. Ed Brubaker, really good series. If you haven't checked it out, just give it a shot. Just straight up crime drama, you know, and that's just that. These are newer comics. Here's some of my next waves. Warren Ellis's and Stuart Immerman, really fun there. More Jim Steranko reprints. Oh, check it out. Omega, the Unknown. This was a series that was written by Steve Gerber during the mid-'70s, around the same time he was doing Man-Thing and Howard the Duck for Marvel. Let's see. Some more Captain Marvels. Some more Black Panthers. What's this DC comic? Oh. This is kind of beat up. This is a copy of The Losers. This isn't the Jack Kirby stuff. This is some Joe Kubert stuff, though. Crazy. This is really beat up, so I don't even bother putting it in a bag or anything. This is basically a parody magazine that Marvel used to put out back in the day. You know, beware the Forbish man, my son. See, a little goof on the 60s X-Men, real Mad magazine type stuff. Some more Godlands. Some more recent Avengers. Fell. Warren Ellis. A really cool, kind of noir-ish type story. What's this? More Warren Ellis and stuff. Storm Watch stuff. Where are these? Yeah, boring. Excalibur #1. Oh, Kill Raven graphic novel. Then where are these? Oh, Million Model. Like I said, I was gonna give them this one I actually wanted to keep for myself. Just because it's this weird comic that came out back in the day, and if you ever see like reprints of like old, or actually if you ever read those old Marvel 60s comics, there's always some sort of joke in like the editorial pages or letters pages about Millie the Model. So I tried to hunt down a couple of issues or whatever just to check it out. I think it started out as more of a romance type comic, but eventually kind of evolved into this kind of Betty and Veronica type wacky hijinks type thing. So that's that. These spirits. That's actually, well, that's not it. I got tons of others, but that's just kind of just trying to give a sampling of the type of comics I have. Like I said, my tastes are all over the place. I go through these phases where I want to stick to newer things, and then stuff when I want to get odd, obscure, older things and whatnot. So that's it. You know, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and you all have a good day.